What up? Y'all already know this is Punsh on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshot himself. Just came from a run. Look, I know a lot of people want to blame Bud Crawford. People want to blame Earl the True Spence. Want to blame Showtime, Steven Espinoza, Al Heyman, PBC, whoever's handling Bud Crawford's business. This all could be taken care of if the Belt Federation, the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF mandate Earl the True Spence and Bud Crawford with their number one contender, whoever's sitting in mandatory position. In the WBO, again, Vergil Ortiz is right there. In the WBC, Thurman is right there. In the IBF, Boots Ennis is right there. They could easily speed this process up and mandate Earl the True Spence, who haven't been mandated in 4 years since Carlos Ocampo, that just lost to Fondora, in 2018. They could easily mandate Earl the True Spence, not to really shame Earl the True Spence with Boots Ennis, but to speed the negotiations. They could mandate Bud Crawford to face Vergil Ortiz, not to shame Bud Crawford, but to speed up the negotiations, because if you mandate these guys, then it will force Earl the True Spence business handlers or Bud Crawford's business handlers to sign a 30-day extension. If they can't come up with that, if they can't come with an agreement in 30 days for both of them, Earl the True Spence versus Bud Crawford, then they will have to fight Boots Ennis. Errol Spence will have to fight Boots Ennis, or Bud Crawford will have to face Vergil Ortiz, which are still great fights in the sport of boxing. And if they don't want to fight these guys, then they will be stripped. Just like Canelo Alvarez got stripped by the IBF when he was trying to negotiate a deal with Sergey Derevchenko, and it was too late. It was too late to sign the extension, though. He got stripped, and he got stripped where there was supposed to be a middleweight undisputed bout, Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andrade. If they could do that to the cash cow, they could do it to Earl the True Spence and Bud Crawford. Anthony Joshua would have got stripped if he didn't fight Kubrat Pulev. So they did it to two cash cows of the sport of boxing. Why not do it to Bud Crawford, Earl the True Spence? That is the primary fight that we want to see. But think about it. Bud Crawford has not even fought in a year. No injury, no nothing. So this negotiations is holding his career up. This negotiation is holding the whole 147-pound division that is a stacked division. Now, of course, will we want to see a Boots Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz? Yes. Do we want to see Boots Ennis versus Thurman, Vergil, Ugas versus Boots, or Ugas versus Vergil? You could all mix and match it because, of course, it's a stacked division. Now we got to X out Conor Benn. Conor Benn did, you know what I'm saying? He F shit up for himself, in which he was always also a name in the welterweight division. You got Stanoinis, who's in position to get that mandatory by the WBA a mandatory shot at Boots Ennis. At Errol Spence, and Stanoinis versus Boots, Stanoinis versus Thurman, Stanoinis versus Vergil. Everybody's the whole division is held hostage by these guys. Now, of course, a lot of people is going with the blame of Bud and Spence and Steven Espinoza, who just spoke about it. November 19th is scratched up. We already could see in his mannerism and stuff like that. And I understand Steven Espinoza saying that it's not like back in the days where you need 3-4 months to promote. But at the end of the day, this is a big fight. And these guys, you need those 3 months to promote, because nobody knows these guys outside of the sport of boxing. They're not Mayweather. They're not Manny Pacquiao. They're not Canelo. They're not Anthony Joshua. They're not Tyson Fury. They're not none of these guys. You know what I'm saying? You need that 4 to 3 months, or probably even more, to promote one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. This could all be taken care of. Mauricio Suleiman from the WBC, Daryl's people from the IBF, Paco from the WBO, Gilbert Mendoza for the WBA. They could all set the tone. Stop being a puppet to the network and the promoters. You have power. These guys seem like they forgot about their power. I remember the IBF was supposed to be the strictest belt federation. IBF, Daryl Peoples. Can you mandate Earl the True Spence? Can you mandate Earl the True Spence? Boots Ennis and Earl is still a great fight. Vergil Ortiz and Bud Crawford is still a pay-per-view fight. I will pay for a pay-per-view with Boots and Earl. I'll pay a pay-per-view for Vergil and Boots. I'll pay a pay-per-view with Boots and Thurman. Yo, all these fights are good. The Belt Federation, put your foot down and mandate the fight. So this beautiful division with great names and great talent and great skill set, like the top 5 in the welterweight division, their skill set is elite, is incredible, is special. Come on, man. Now, for the people, you got to put that energy in the right place. People in this community, stop blaming Bud and Errol Spence. Stop looking at the fighters. The fighters fight. The networks and stuff like that. We already blame everybody else. Let's blame the Bell Federation. They could put their foot down right now. They could change everything up. They could take control right now. Who Boots is going to fight next? Who Vergil going to fight next? What Errol Spence going to be doing? At least he fought this year. But Crawford haven't even fought this year. That fight ain't going to happen. Not in November. Maybe in December. Is it going to be December 17th? Or they're going to push Javante Davis off his slot? Atlanta, Georgia, that's what we're going to do it? December 17th, Atlanta, Georgia, that's going to be it? Let's see. Let's see. That's the only hope. September 17th. I'm sorry. Not September 17th. December 17th. I'm sorry. December 17th is the only hope for this year. December 17th. Bill Crawford, Earl the True Spence.